This is Dooby Doo. Not Scooby Doo, just Dooby Doo. He is a 1-day-old baby alligator snapping turtle. We just gave him some dried whole shrimp.
You went out of it.
And it stinks. Here, Sam, give it a good sniff. Here, smell. Ah, it stinks. But turtles like stinky stuff. Okay, so we have to let the dried whole shrimp pieces soak in the water for a minute so they're soft enough for him to eat. He doesn't look too interested in eating. Excuse me. His little eyes look like black spots, but the black spots are just holding behind his regular. He looks like a raccoon, actually, when you get close to him. Here, Dooby, lift up. Say cheese at the camera. His little eyes are actually blinking at us. There's his head. And his back has spikes on it right here, like a dinosaur. And then there's 2 more rows of spikes down here. And his tail is about as long as his entire body. And he uses that to swim and smack things. And a regular snapping turtle would try to bite your finger. But an alligator snapping turtle does not.
He's looking at the camera.
The way that the alligator snapping turtle hunts its prey is to just sit in the water with its mouth open. And right at the back of its tongue, it's got a little red thing that wiggles that looks like antenna. It's a little red thing. And fishies think, what in the world is that? And they swim right into his mouth to see what the wiggling red thing is. And then he just snaps his mouth shut. So you can tell an alligator snapper because it does not come at you like this. A regular snapping turtle would go thunk and try to hold on to your finger. Alligator snappers just hunt with their
Hi, buddy.
tongue tickler thing.
Do they know anything about bunnies?
Well, I looked up all about alligator snapping turtles. Oh, and his mommy, we are guessing, is about 12 years old. She is this big on her shell. She's as big as the box, maybe bigger. Her head is the size of my fist because I put my fist near it to measure, and her neck goes down to about here.
Can I have some Junior Mints?
Then you start shell, and then her tail is as long as her body. And she came over and introduced herself when we were feeding the ducks some pieces of bread, and she just sat there in the water and popped her head out and held her mouth open, just like when they hunt for fish, only she was waiting for me to throw a piece of bread in it. So she and I have become friends. I do all the talking, she listens. And this is her baby. Her other babies are in the pond. She's got 2 other babies that are about this big. And we saw them one night. Sammy and Mommy and I were over there with his brother Max. We saw them one night playing. And then she showed me the babies again in the daytime. She swam about 20 feet away from me and popped her head back up and looked at the 2 babies and looked at me and then put her head in and swam all the way back to me for some more bread. Like, these are my babies over here. So after she had gotten filled up, we went over and threw some bread to the little ones. And they had the same bumpy shape on their back.
Nice.
So what we learned about snapping turtles and alligator snapping turtles is they don't lunge at you, and they like stinky shrimp. Blech. But he is from Anson B. Nixon Park in Kennett, so he doesn't eat shrimp on a regular basis. He eats little baby minnows that swim into his mouth. It's Trixie.
That is Trix.
Trixie's not sure. Cats don't eat turtles. He's just not sure what to do with it.
He says it smells like a fish, but it doesn't swim like a fish. Come on, love.
Trixie, you're going to give it a kiss, and it's going to not have good enough tongue to lick you back.
Okay.